Hi, it's Theo here and welcome to the Price to Perfection budget estimating tool video walkthrough. Now what you're looking at here is the builder's estimate tool, which I've got here on my screen. So they're one of the same thing. Don't be alarmed, you haven't downloaded the wrong program. So I've just called the spreadsheet tool Price to Perfection as part of the Planning to Profit package, but it's actually one of the same with my builder's estimate tool, and yeah, this is the same tool we use within our own building business to price up and get a budget and final contract price for our work. So let's do a quick walkthrough of the different sections of the spreadsheet, and then I'll do just a quick example to show you how it works with entering in data and how that then calculates to come to your final budgeted cost. So the first page we have here is our project information page. So let's just say a simple page where we enter in some general information relating to the project we're pricing. All these tabs here, which are number coded, are our codes. So they're broken down into preliminaries, structure, services, fit out, and external works. And you can see at the bottom here we've got our other final tabs where I've got a section for prime cost items where you can go in and just add some line items relating to prime costs. Then we've also got a provisional sum items section, which again similar to the prime cost, just an area where we can go in and add those items. So as you're pricing up a project, if you think something's a prime cost or provisional sum item, you can copy paste it into this section as you're working through preparing that budget. And then we also have our builder's summary page. So this is where all the costing information will come into from when you enter it into these individual cost code sections. We've got a contract breakdown page where this just gives a high level breakdown of the project price under these subcategories. So we use this to give clients a bit of a breakdown of how the project's been priced in terms of where the money's going to as related to each of these sections. And then we've got an analysis sheet here as well. So you can put in the habitable and non-habitable area of a project or our total square meters. And this will then give us some square meter rates and square rates based on whatever the final total contract price is. So this will look a lot more clearer once I run through an example, and you'll see how we get the information to appear on this page. So let's do that quick example here. So you can see I've got this left tab or this left column set up here. So this just allows you a quick and easy way to get to whichever cost code or page you want to access rather than clicking at the bottom here. But yeah, you've got a few options. You can just click here, which just opens up each sheet within this workbook. You can click this left column here, which takes you to any particular page, or you can also right click at the bottom left corner arrows here, and you can then just scroll down and select whichever page you want to go to. So either method works. Alright, so let's just go. We're in preliminaries here, so let's just do that live example. So we've got our table section here. So let's just say here design and documentation, and we'll add a line item here and we'll just call it architect design drawings. Okay, so you add your description there. I've got this unit column here, so you can select the unit of measure as is relating to that line item. So let's just say here with architect design drawings, we've got that's been priced, so we'll just select fixed. Quantity, we're just going to enter 1, and then rate, let's just put here 15,000. Okay, and what you'll see that does is that as soon as you put a quantity and a rate, it gives you the cost. So If I put 2 here, it'll just multiply the quantity by the rate to give us a cost. So yeah, you can't add information into this cost column here. You have to use the quantity and the rate column in order to get this cost formula here. So just something to be aware of. Don't try to enter in information here. Use the quantity column and the associated rate, and that'll give you the cost for each of your line items. And you can see that cost there from the cost column then totals above here. So again, if I just added another example, you don't have to enter a unit here, but again, that's up to you. And if I just do 5,000, you'll see then that totals up the top right here. Alright, let's delete this one, we don't need that. Alright, let's go to structure. So again, I'm not going to enter in a full project, I'm just going to enter in one from each of these main areas, just to show you how the tool works. Let's just say here, stiffened, spell stiffened right? I'm not even sure. Stiffened raft slab as quoted. Okay, so let's select here quoted. I think I've got one. Yep. Quantity 1. Rates. Let's just do 60,000. Okay. Before I go on to the next one, so yeah, what we've done is we've populated this with all our rates as well. So if you're not getting things specifically quoted, you'd go in and populate this with all your cost catalog of information. So let's again here concrete, you might have square meter rates for raft slabs, square meter rates for waffle slab. You might have a whole price list for slab materials, concrete. So you could go into them in here, and if you're not getting things specifically quoted and you're doing takeoffs and pricing things yourself, you could go in and just, you know, add your rates here, and you might say here, I don't know, 20 MPa concrete. And then we change this to cubic meter, and then our rates here, it might be 150 per cubic meter. So then you'd save this as your template, and then each time you go to price a project, you could go into each section and say, oh yeah, I need 50 cubic meters of concrete, and go in and price the job like that. So yeah, just something to be aware of. But for this example, let's just keep working through our blank template here. Okay, let's go to services, plumbing. Let's just add one here. Plumbing, underground, roughing, and fit off works. Let's quoted again. Okay, let's select quoted here. Quantity 1, rate, let's say 40,000. Okay, let's go down to fit outs. Let's go to plaster works. Let's just do here 1, let's just say 30,000. I'm just making up numbers here just to show you an example, obviously. Let's go here, let's just do sleeper, timber sleeper, retaining walls. It's a 1, let's just do 10,000. Okay, so I've entered in a cost code from each of these sections, being preliminary, structure, services, fit out, and external. Let's just go to the builder's summary now. So you can see then on this page, it's automatically added in the cost total from each of those cost codes. And what it then does is it breaks it down into a total percentage of costs. So we've got here 15,000, 60,000 for concrete under slabs and footings, 40,000 under plumbing, 30,000 under plaster, and 10,000 under sleeper retaining walls. So total builder's cost is 155,000, and as a percentage, that's what each of these cost codes equates to from this total $155,000 figure. Let's keep going down. So what you'd then do on this page, once you've entered in all your costs, you'd come to this builder's summary page, and you'd start working your way down from this section below here. So contingency, let's just call this 0.75%, not 75%, so 0.0075. Maintenance warranty, that's one we allow as well, just to cover us for some maintenance warranty costs on the project once we've handed over. We'll leave that at 1%. I've got an overhead allocation section here, so if you add your overhead costs as a total to all your jobs, and based on the number of weeks that this job your pricing is expected to run, you could add in an allowance there. So let's assume this job will run for 6 months. We can do 52, what's that? That's 26 weeks. So we'll put 26 there. And business overhead cost per job per week, let's just say that's costs us 2,000 a week. What it does is add in a number here, so then we can work out our total break-even cost based on builder's cost, contingency and maintenance warranty, overhead allocation, and that gives us a break-even cost, so we know what we need to allow to cover us for the actual project cost and these other items to get to a break-even point. Okay, so let's just put this a bit cheaper here, so it makes a bit more sense for this project. Profit, so we add in our desired net profit, what we want to make as a net profit figure, and that automatically converts to a markup which is applied to our total cost. So let's just put 10 there. That gives us 11.11. And you can see then here, total break-even cost and profit, and it gives us 189,680 and 56 cents. Consultant fees, let's put that to 0. Architect fee to 0. Tax, we've got GST. If you're operating in a different country or state than something else, you just type it in here and put the percentage. So we're GST in Australia and it's 10%, so it adds 10% to this total break-even cost and profit here, which gives us 18,968. So this line item here says total break-even cost, profit, consultant fees and tax as a total figure. And then I've got a section here for other costs, which are excluding tax. So in Victoria, we have building permit levy. Let's just say on this project, the client's going to pay for that. So I'll just select no. We'll get rid of that. And here's our bottom line total contract value figure, including GST. So this is the figure you then present to your client based on your budgeted cost, what you've worked out from all your cost codes, your other costs here, and obviously your profit and tax to get to this final bottom line contract value or tender price figure that you're going to submit to the client when you're pricing their job. Let's have a look at this. Actually, before we do, let's just so you're aware. So then we've got this column here, which is other costs, which is a percentage of the total cost, including your profit, your tax, your overhead, contingency, maintenance, warranty. So everything in addition to this builder's cost plus all of these other items here, it is then broken down as a percentage of the total cost against each cost code. So you can see 15,000 plus this 5191.80 gives us a total of 20,000 $191.80. So if we were to then add all these line items, which the spreadsheet does, you can see here that it gives us 208,648.61, and then that is the same as this figure here. So it's just a breakdown of your total contract value as it relates to each cost code item as a percentage. So then when I show you the next page, the contract breakdown, that'll make a bit more sense. So you can present this page to your client to say, here's a breakdown of the project based on your mid-level cost codes. I haven't broken this down into individual cost codes. I've kept it as pre-construction, site establishment, management, site labour, and so on. So all these bold items within each main section then surmise to a total here to give us this contract breakdown that you can present to your client. So this figure is all inclusive of your tax, your profit, your overheads, your whole total tender price is broken down as a line item to these mid-level cost code breakdown stages, and yeah, just gives you a nice sort of neat way without revealing too much with regard to each individual cost code as to the total contract price and how you've come to that as relating to each one of these items. And the final page, we've got our analysis page. So here's where we enter in our square meters. So let's just say 300 square meters of habitable area, and let's call this 80 square meters of non-habitable. So we've got total building area of 380 square meters. Then that equates to 40.9 squares. So then this then shows us, based on these tables here, what the project is costing as a total figure per square meter or per square. So this is good to keep track of what your square meter rates are and your square rates are. So then you're able to quickly understand what particular type of projects are costing you to build, and as well as what you're actually contracting them out for when you're submitting a price to clients. So yeah, just a handy section there for you to quickly work out what to charge out per square or per square meter, as well as what it's costing you per square or per square meter. And a little pie chart here to show you the breakdown across the different main building areas of the project. And yeah, the same pie chart in tabular column view here. So yeah, just gives you a nice breakdown to see where the money's going for each section of the project. So that's the price to perfection program or builder's estimate. Should also just go here and enter this project information. So let's just call this Smith Street budget revision 1, and let's just put whatever date. And yeah, if you put that information on this page here, it'll then show up the top here. If you guys have any questions, feel free to post them in the group. I'm happy to help. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.